Hello everybody, my name is Eric and today we're going to be talking about this new trend, streamjacking. So the fake streams that come as a consequence of people getting their channels hacked by scams similar to the one I showed in the previous video have changed. It used to be that these streams would almost always be cryptocurrency scams where they would use someone like Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, to impersonate. Now, there's a new trend. They're impersonating professional gamers who, generally speaking, not always, but oftentimes stream on platform Twitch. So these guys will create YouTube streams, which will usually just steal their footage. I'll got one up here. I'll show that in a second, with the goal of either stealing CS2 skins, which are kind of, for many underground purposes, becoming the new version of cryptocurrencies, or go back to trying to steal cryptocurrencies. So they take over the YouTube account. We've shown this before. They'll then rebrand your YouTube channel to a CS2 player, put up a live stream looping gameplay while pretending it's a professional event and claiming they're doing giveaways. Now let's see how the giveaway part of the scam works. So let's turn this on. Now this is Donk. I don't play this game. I don't know who this is, but I'm guessing he's a professional. Yeah, so this is some CS2 gameplay. The video quality isn't great, but let's see where this QR code goes. What are we going to get? Now that QR code goes to snakescase.com. Now let's take a look at snakescase.com. Now if you're using Microsoft Edge, you're going to get a phishing warning. I don't know if other browsers have this as well. So we've got an I'm not a robot. Oh, but it didn't. I thought that was going to be a PowerShell entry. So let's open a case and get our free case. The site is so janky. You guys remember the free iPad giveaways from 10 years ago? So now we're going to what looks like a Steam fish. Now, do you notice something about this window? Well, it might be a bit obvious because I'm not actually using Google Chrome. That's not a browser window. That's JavaScript. They're taking one from the old tech support scam. This is clever in a way because it makes it look like it's the right URL. Right, this is the Steam, although of course if we try and change it and go there, it doesn't work. Now, for whatever reason, okay, the page finally loaded. Let's see what happens if we put in a name. Now, this is not my Steam account. It probably is actually. I'm going to add some numbers after here so I'm not putting someone's Steam account in here. It does throw an error. Now we can also use the Steam mobile app to sign in via QR code. Now we can take a look at the, they've got an anti-analysis where basically what it'll do is whenever you open DevTools, it'll throw a debug error. Fair enough. Now it's pretty obvious to most people this is a scam, but let's see if there's any others going around. Different donk. And here's one from Simple, which is different. Let's see where his... Yeah, no, that's definitely fake. We can see this scam is actually ranking right at the top for CS2. And here we've got another one. So I think the other one just wasn't... They probably don't run it all the time just to make it a bit less obvious to the bots. Now this one actually goes to a YouTube community post. And then we go to esl-pro.org. That's where this one goes, which is also luckily tagged as a phishing site. But I don't count that as being a real stopper to these guys because they will just create more. This one's also got a chat bot. Make it look more legit. Go open a free case. Now this is a good URL because this is like ESL is a pretty major team. And now... Oh, what? What? Is that actually something Defender does now? Maybe it's a real iframe. And when we do choose to allow this thing to proceed, it does actually work. So, and then of course we get this Steam phishing attempt. But because the network tools on this one work, we can get a better idea. Okay, what's really going on here? So we're constantly sending telemetry back to questionable servers, and then the moment we enter a username or password on the right one, so it does send a bunch of information over, account name, and then we get a response 5. Now you could use a web hacking tool to find out what exactly happens if we get a different response. So what I'm guessing it's doing in the background is they have some screen scraper that's actually pointed at this page that is actually verifying this, hence why it returns a result. Now, if we look through the JavaScript, we can probably confirm this. And we can see here, there are a variety of possible responses. So if our password is wrong, we get this one. Incorrect code would refer to if our password was correct, but then we didn't give them the right Steam guard code. And now we're getting alternative language coverage. Now we can get a pretty good idea of what's going on here if we open this code up in a code editor. Oh, wow, look at all this junk. No, this is quite an impressive thing. This document is essentially the code, which is slightly obfuscated for the phishing scam. And we do have the API endpoints obfuscated to make this more difficult for someone to, not that any person would ever do something so mean as to just spam them with trillions of requests containing that is completely semantically correct, but with nonsensical passwords to get their IP addresses they're using to check Steam timed out. Nobody would ever do something so evil. But if someone did something like that I would never encourage, they're just trying to make it a bit more difficult. Now let's see what this live chat has to do. I doubt we're going to get any responses. This is from Talk 2. Sounds like Hawk to a Girl's podcast. It's just dead. I wasn't sure. Oh? Okay, it's not going to yell like a pirate. That's what I was hoping for. Not going to do that. But wow, this site, it's pretty good. It's not amazing. And then if we click the other links, yeah, it just goes to real esports companies, of course. The other amazing thing is they're actually, if you search for CS2, the first result you're getting on YouTube is these fake professional gamers. I'm not even sure what this one's about because it doesn't show it constantly. Now, of course, if you do go through with logging in, what will happen is your Steam account will suddenly start gifting the scammers, and they will not send you any returns. They'll claim to be sponsored by various entities, and they'll also offer to double your cryptocurrency, so they have brought that scheme back. So then how do you avoid this? Well, double check affiliations. Never trust a giveaway that requires you to give something first, or in the case of a Steam account, your credentials. No legitimate giveaway works this way. Nobody has ever given away anything that way, and they never will. This is a variant of an old RuneScape scam. I think it also existed in EVE Online, where you would offer to double someone's ISK. It's a scam. Don't fall for it. So that is going to be all for this video. Please do leave a like if you've enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more content, and do not fall. Do not give scammers money, because that just makes them do more scams. That's all from me for now. Bye.